Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. My name is Natalie. I'm your Surgeon at Arms, and we come back again to our regular meeting on Sunday evening. So hello and warmest welcome for all of you who joined from all over the globe. We have someone joining from Australia, from Bali, Surabaya, from Malang, Garut, and wherever you're going to join us from, welcome. Before we start our meeting, I would like to invite you all to see the housekeeping rules in our cool video. All right. To start this meeting, I would like to invite our club president to open the meeting. Please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Pipit Andriani.
Yay, thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, who played the video for us, usually make other club jealous. I'm sure Alicia also jealous with that video, right? Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. And today we have our last meeting of April, and we had a 3 weeks gap between the last meeting and today. So I don't know about you, but it feels like a long time, right? 3 weeks ago feels like a long time. So I hope you can get into the mode, Toastmaster mode right away and slip smoothly into this meeting. So today we have a topic called the hope and the hype. I actually don't know what that means. I just found it in the internet and suggested it to our DPE. But let's find out because Rendra later will give us questions and give us better ideas of what the hope and the hype means. Okay, and then we have two guests here, Alicia and Amelia, but I'm sure everyone know who they are already. So we don't need to call them one by one to introduce themselves. You will basically listen to their speech anyway. So yes. So without further ado, I would like to give the stage to our Toastmaster of the meeting to continue with the agenda of the meeting. Take it away, Natalie.
Thank you, DTMPP. So I return to the virtual stage as your Toastmaster of the meeting, and my name is Natalie, and I am so happy to welcome you all into our tonight's meeting. Tonight's meeting, we have a special theme. When I first heard it, hope or hype. Oh, that's a nice pun, but I don't really know what it means as well. So I did some research because that's what we do when we don't know something, we research. And some of the things that pop up after I researched was AI, medical advancement, even all, like different things, including customer sales engagement. So there are many different things that come out of hope and hype, but basically what I think this theme trying to convey is whether something can give you a hope or like it can help our life in the future, or is it just a hype or a short-term thing? So I think as an audience, as a person who got involved in something, whether it's AI, medicine, or whatever else, we can evaluate whether something is short-term focus or long-term focus. On that sense, I recently had a chat with some of my friends, and we're talking how some jobs will get replaced by AI, such as content editor. One of my friends is actually content editor, and he said, oh, actually, Nat, I don't really feel like this is a threat. I don't think that this is a hype. I think there's a hope for the future, because now I can do my work faster, easier, and I don't really need to think a lot about the grammar anymore when I'm writing in English, because the AI will correct my grammar. So I guess it's one person to its own, depend on how you see it, on how you utilize it, whether AI can be a hope or a hype, or whether something else can be a hope or a hype. Please share in the chat box some trends or some things that you think can be a hype, like very like short term, or a hope for long term. So I'm looking forward to see what you think about this meeting theme. As usual, in any Toastmaster meeting, we not only have different meeting theme, because every Toastmaster meeting is different, we also have 3 different sessions. Tonight's meeting is very special because we're going to have 2 special speakers. One speaker will practice her candidacy speech. So she will campaign for district officer roles, and she will practice her campaign speech and get our feedback. Another person will practice for her contest preparation, and both of them will be evaluated in a round robin way, or all of us will give feedback for both of the speakers respectively. The third speaker will speak and do normal or regular project, because she is also a member of this club. That's our first session, prepared speech session. The second session is table topic session, where we all going to think on our feet and practice our impromptu speaking. Rendra, the table topic master, will later lead the session. And then the third session is evaluation session. And today's evaluation session will be led by the GE. We will focus on the technical role players and how the GE evaluate the whole meeting proceeding, because the speech evaluators will be done in the first session right after the speeches. For that, I would like to invite our GE, Toastmaster Dini Norris, to briefly introduce her role and also her team. Please welcome Toastmaster Dini.
Hello. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, I would say that this session is another important part of Toastmasters meeting, because not only we learn from the individual evaluators who will evaluate the speakers, but we also learn from the other evaluators to how to conduct a good quality meeting. So here I would like to introduce to you to the team of evaluation. So let me call Rendra here, who will take part as the counter before. Oh, this one, yeah, Astrid is coming in. Hi, Astrid.
Hi.
Are you ready to introduce your role as the counter for today?
Yeah.
I'm about to call Arendra to take part in the introduction, but well, here we have the counter who will help us in evaluating the speakers and everyone in this meeting. So without further ado, please give applause to Astrid Utami as the counter.
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Astrid, and I will be your counter, and the responsibility of the counter is counting the or unnecessary word in the speech. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you for such a brief introduction of your role. So don't worry, everyone, if you think that you speak or mention a lot of filler words during your speeches. So Astri is here for you to help you refine your speaking skills. Now let's move on to another team of evaluation. So we have our timer, Toastmaster Intan. Please introduce your role and the stage is yours.
Good evening, Mr. and Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topics, speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speakers of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. Well, table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to the specific speech time. Icebreaker speeches should be 4 until 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. Well, for most other speeches should be 5 until 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. And the individual evaluation should be between 2 until 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you. Madam Toastmaster, back to you.
All right. So, in short, whenever you haven't seen any green background, it means that you need to keep speaking. And then when you see the green background, it means that you are allowed to stop. However, when you see the red background, it's alert. It's actually a challenge for every Toastmaster member here. Whenever we see the red background, don't forget that we only have 30 seconds to wrap up our speech. Okay, thank you, Intan, for introducing your role for today. Now, another important element in every Toastmasters meeting, which is the language class. We have our grammarian today to monitor us and then observe how we use our English in this meeting. So let us welcome our grammarian, our English teacher for today, DTM Pipit.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is not an English class. If you want an English class, go to Dini's TikTok account. She has an English class there. However, we'll try our best here. I would like to pay attention to your language usage and see if there are things that need to be improved or things that need to be highlighted. Something that is interesting enough to be shared with everyone and talk about the meaning and things like that. But other than that, I will also have to introduce to you the word of the day. And the word of the day today is skeptical. Okay, skeptical. The meaning of skeptical is not easily convinced, having doubts or reservations about something. And how to use skeptical in a sentence? For example, the public were deeply skeptical about some of the proposals to the city, right? So deeply skeptical about something. Just like what we feel probably about AI, some of us are skeptical whether this is something that's going to help us or is going to make us obsolete, no longer needed in the future, something like that. So have a great meeting, everyone. Don't really be concerned too much about your grammar. I will be gentle in reporting the grammar finding at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Pipit. Yeah, I think for first timers who don't know what Toastmasters is, they will be skeptical. What kind of meeting is this? Like, what should I do here? But worry no more. You will get addicted once you join us. Okay, thank you, DTM Pipit, for introducing the word of the day. I hope that you can use the word as frequent as possible. And then later, towards the end of the meeting, I will give the report to you to my observation about this meeting from the beginning until the end. So I think that's all for the introduction of this team. I will give the control back to our Tom, Natalie. Take it over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dini, our GE for tonight's meeting. Hey, suddenly we got an influx of people coming in. So I would like to say hello and welcome to all of you who just joined, our newest member in Bhinneka, Nancy. Hi, give her a wave, everyone. Welcome, welcome to Bhinneka Online. And also,
Nancy.
okay, Rendra, that's the hype. Let's go for the hope. So welcome back, Astri Utami, our member who hasn't visited us for such a long time, and also for our guests from different Toastmasters Club, our regular guests, Yvonne and Mike Lim, welcome back. And our guests, Desi Kamila Sari and Devinda Christina Unmehopa. So I hope you guys enjoy the meeting. If you don't know what to expect, just enjoy it. Sit back and relax as if you're in the movie theater, okay? So enjoy it. As your Toastmaster of the meeting, I would like to proceed with this meeting, and you will hear more speeches, and you will also have a chance to practice in the second session. So just wait for your turn to speak. In the first session, we're gonna jump right into the prepared speech session. We will have 3 people doing prepared speeches. Today's meeting is pretty special because the first and the third speaker will practice for their district officer candidacy and also contest speeches, where all of us as an audience have can give collective feedback for both of them. First up, we're gonna start with a very special lady coming all the way from Australia, and she will practice her district candidacy election or campaign speech. And she is Distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis. Before I invite Alicia and give you the virtual stage, I just want to explain to everyone else that her speech cannot be recorded. So for now, I would like to ask everyone's permission to pause the recording for a moment until she finishes her session, and then we will resume it again. So Toastmaster Pipit, if I forgot to resume it, please remind me also. Okay, let me just resume it soon. Thank you very much, Pipit. All right, let's move on to our second speaker, who is our Bhinneka Online Toastmaster Club member. She is doing regular project, and for that, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Ben, to briefly introduce Daisy's Batunan's project details. So please welcome Toastmaster Ben Whitaker.
All right, so Toastmaster Daisy is doing a speech, writing a speech with a purpose. I think all of our speeches are written with a purpose. Her title is Art of Paying Attention, and the general speech purpose is to inform the audience about the art of paying attention, which is exactly what her title is, the art of paying attention. Toastmaster Daisy.
The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
All right. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, you are visible and audible.
All right. Give me some second to breathe. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you always spent time thinking, reflecting, or writing your experiences? Have you ever tried to connect the dots between your past, present, and future? Have you ever tried to, you know, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I repeat? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, you can, Daisy.
Okay, so
Let's
don't
start the time.
I'm
It's
sorry.
It's
I
okay.
just
Deep breath,
take a deep breath.
smile.
Take a deep breath.
It's
Yes.
a safe environment right here.
Yes.
Just enjoy
okay,
your
let
sleep,
me
Daisy. Just enjoy
yeah.
it.
Sorry. Okay, let me
No
start
problem.
then. I'm sorry.
Take your time. Take your time. And by the way, guys, this is not rehearsed. So as you can see, we are practicing here because it's a safe environment where we support each other. If you're nervous, you get blank, that's fine.
Yeah.
This cannot be as real as what we all already experienced. So let's give another round of applause to give support for Daisy. 5 to 7 minutes, the art of paying attention. Toastmaster Daisy Batinan.
Okay. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever spent time, or have you always spent time thinking, reflecting, or writing your experiences? Have you ever tried to connect the dots between your past, present, and future? Have you ever pondered what events, experiences, or inspiration that might lead you to your self-discovery? If you answer no to this question, then this speech might be for you. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, someone said that the simple act of paying attention can take you a long way. Who agrees with this quote? You can raise your hands or press the raising hand button. But my heads up is that you shouldn't always agree with me. You shouldn't always agree with this quote. However, I will tell you my story about how the art of paying attention can take me a long way to go, bringing me to my better self version. Then you can decide whether you agree and start practicing the art of paying attention or disagree with me at all. That's totally fine. No worries. Dear guests and fellow Toastmaster, what is the art of paying attention? Well, I define the art of paying attention is your concerted effort to reflect and connect the dots, your past, present, and future, create meaning out of the experience that you experience. Let's dive into the art of paying attention by looking closely at it. The first, the art of paying attention refers to your ability to reflect and create meaning out of the things that you experience. From my experience as a doctorate student, I was expected to present first ideas that can expand the ongoing scholarly discussion and improve the quality of teaching praxis on English language teaching. Honestly speaking, in the first year of my study, I got lost, not know what to do. I experienced imposter syndrome. I was indeed in distress. However, in the third year of my doctorate study, I could finally publish 3 articles on telecollaboration in reputable international journal. Well done, DC. Congratulations, you did it. Speaking from the art of paying attention, this does not happen fortnightly. If I try to connect the dots between my past, present, and future, engaging in intercultural communication has been something that I'm passionate about, starting from making friends with people from abroad, serving as a language consultant in my local language, Talaris language, for Japanese professor and students, and intensively immersing myself in speaking online learning communities, having realized how important, crucial intercultural communication has shaped my self-identity, I facilitated my students to experience the same thing by organizing virtual exchange meeting in collaboration with other English speakers and teachers across the globe, more or less than 20 countries. The first take home from the first point, the art of paying attention, reflecting and creating meaning, is that I would like to suggest you to start writing your daily journal. You can start documenting what things work out and what things do not work out. Try to question and analyze the whys, the reason behind your success and failures. Jot down, pen down any ideas that pop up to your mind. The second, the art of paying attention lies in paying attention to people that you look up to, the big player in your field. Understand their philosophy, advocacy, masterpieces. Find out who influenced your role model to come up with such brilliant ideas. Exposing myself to one scholar that I look up to has gradually changed the way I think, deliver my lesson, and conduct my research. This professor, Professor Mambu, promotes critical dialogue in the classroom, addressing real-life issues like injustice in the society, intolerance, and marginalization, and places students as the heart of the instruction. Professor Mambu is much influenced by Brazilian educator and philosopher Paulo Freire, who criticized model banking education that puts students as passive learner. Paulo Freire believes that at the end of the day, the ultimate goal of education should empower the student and should give a platform for the student so that they can address real life issue. Reflecting from what I had been doing in telecollaboration and my research teaching practice and reflecting from these influencing people, I realized that I haven't incorporated addressing real life issue in our instruction. Therefore, I facilitated my students to experience critical intercultural dialogue in collaboration with other teachers and students from abroad, and provide a platform for them to address real-life issues through poster composition and poster campaign. The second point, the take-home message from this point, the art of paying attention, is that look closely to people that you look up to and try to incorporate their ideas into your work. All, in conclusion, when you try to reflect and create meaning of your experience, you may help yourself to find hidden gems in your life path. When you try to look closely to the people that you look up to, you help yourself to improvise your works and come up with your masterpiece. But all started by paying attention. Remember, the simple act of paying attention can take you a long way. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Daisy. Warmest welcome and well done for your speech. I bet you got jittery in the beginning, but once your engine is roaring, you're really good to go. So well done on that. I would like to give this chance for her evaluator, Toastmaster Ben, to directly give Daisy his 2 to 3 minutes evaluation. So please welcome Toastmaster Benjamin Whittaker.
No, we're doing that now. Okay. Got it. On the spot. Luckily, I take great notes. Daisy, I don't typically evaluate the way Toastmasters likes people to evaluate. So I'm going to be me. And I'll start off with this. If you were like one of my students, I would get so excited because you have so many different emotions all compacted in 7 minutes and 22 seconds that it takes all of us on this kind of like up and down roller coaster. And your title is the art of paying attention. Okay. And I was looking at our audience, which in a virtual world, we could kind of tell who was paying attention and who wasn't. And just for a couple people, Astrid, look at her face now. She is so close. She is on it. You can see her head just nodding up like this and really taking in your emotion. And even, was it Bono? He was like this, his facial expressions, he's like this. And you could kind of see the people with your energy and how their energy was responding. So you could tell people were really, really paying attention to what it is you were trying to say. You had a lot of different literary devices in there with powers of 3, call to action, and these are really, really helpful. Now, of course, not everything is perfect. The art of paying attention. As a native English speaker, I talk really fast, and it's all about knowing your audience. Being in Indonesia, you're talking really fast for me. And if I'm trying to pay attention and try to absorb your actual message, I need to absorb it so I can learn it and then apply it. Your emotions sometimes can get the best of you because you're moving a lot with it, which is good. I like it. But it can be distracting and take away from what you're trying to say, as well as going along so fast with the speed you're talking. Right? You had 3 points. I think you talked for a long time and then you said point 2. So I didn't realize how long your point 1 was, if that was the case. And then your point 2 was really short. And then all of a sudden you're going to in conclusion. So I kind of missed the transitions as I was like, okay, where's it at? And then you're a doctoral student and then you did this and then you did this. I missed a lot. There's a lot in there, which is awesome. The cool thing about giving speeches is that you can give a million of them. So you don't have to compact everything you want to say in this 5 to 7 minutes. You can have like a series of speeches. This is part 1 of this step, part 2, part 3, part 4. So you can take your time. Because as the audience, we want to take away at least one thing where we can walk away from. And this is what I took away. Your quote at the end. A simple act of paying attention can take you a long way. That is the only thing I remember besides you're a doctoral student from the whole 7 minutes. And I was really trying to pay attention. So I'm at the beginning, people pay attention to. The end, people pay attention to. If your middle stuff is all jam-packed and we can't hold on to anything, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. But the cool thing was your emotion and your energy allowed us to kind of be in there. But even if we tried to pay attention, we probably didn't learn what you wanted to say, except to pay attention. So other than that, I like it. You're a great speaker, and there's a lot of things that hopefully one day you do a competition, so then you can win that. I'm pretty sure you can. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, our evaluator, Toastmaster Ben, and also our timer, Intan, who has been working tirelessly behind the scene to record all the timing. Now, we're moving on to the last speaker for the prepared speech session, Toastmaster Amelia Febriani from Hands Toastmasters Club, and she is the Division G contest winners. Now she will be practicing her contest speech for 5 to 7 minutes. All I ask for you to do is to write down some notes or feelings or things that you get out of her speech. What do you like from her speech? What do you think can be improved? And I would like to encourage some of you to share your feedback at the end of her speech, because we will have around 10 minutes feedback session. So I'm pretty sure most of us can contribute. If you're too shy to say anything, you can also type down your feedback. You can write down your feedback and then send it privately through chat to Amelia. I believe she will benefit a lot from that. With the time 5 to 7 minute contest practice speech, let's welcome Toastmaster Amelia Febriani. Imagine. Toastmaster Amelia Febriani.
Imagine living in the world where all of your childhood dreams can come true. I've been a teacher for the past 13 years, and every time I see kids, I always fascinated by their confidence and imagination. They seem to live in the world where all of their dreams can come true. My grade 1 student said, "Miss, I want to be rocket scientist." "Oh, wow, that's cool." "Miss, I want to be marine biologist." That's the first time I heard that, but go for it. "Miss, I want to be president." "Wow, such a big dream. Cool. And big changes for Indonesia." "President of United States of America." "But you're an Indonesian." Fellow friends, what is your childhood dreams? Places you wanted to go, things you wanted to do, or life you wanted to have? That time, the sky was the only limit. But later in our life, people and situation tell us to be realistic. They tell us to get our head out of the cloud and put our feet on the ground. They tell us to start adulting and stop acting like a kid. When I was 7 years old, I aspired to be a professional dancer. I remember my mom bring me to this big and famous dance studio in Surabaya. I was so excited. My heart was beating so fast, stunned by the teacher. Look at all the kids laugh happily while practicing. I'm imagining that I will be part of them. Day by day pass, months, and I finally braced myself to ask my mom, "Mom, when we gonna start the dance course?" That was a moment of silence. My mom held me in my shoulder, didn't dare to look me in my eyes. She said, "Sorry, kid. We cannot afford the dance course." That was one from a lot of moments in my life when I lost my confidence to have dream again. Have you been in that situation when your dream crushed by the situation? 4 years ago, I was challenged to have one more time another dream, kid's dream. This is literally every kid's nowadays dream, to be a YouTuber. So in a program that I enroll in, I need to create my YouTube channel. So I did. I created my channel, recorded a video, and uploaded it. I wait and check. The next day, I got 1 view. Not bad for a beginner. The next day, it became 2 views. Wow, I'm pretty excited that someone outside there really checked on my videos. And it added 1 view every time I checked. But then I realized that view was me checking my own video. Pessimism crushed me again. Reminds me time when my dream shattered. Should I stop before I embarrass myself even more? Have you been in that situation when you do all the things that you can, but it doesn't seem to bring you any closer to your expectation? That week, my 3-year-old nephew, Olivier, came to my house. Olivier loves trains. She loved to play with trains, build trains, watch trains, and sing train songs by Cocomelon. For those who don't know Cocomelon, it's kind of like toddler Taylor Swift, super famous. I tell you, no matter what we do, nothing can take his attention out of train. Well, sometimes milk, yeah, and donut. He likes to pretend that he's the train driver and ask everybody to line up behind him. And he will also say to me, "Auntie, stand here. This is the train station. I will come and pick you up." Watching this little boy made me realize one important thing, that his confidence came from his limitless imagination. That is, imagination builds confidence. And imagination, isn't it something that we start to lose as we grew up? So I take a moment to imagine life that I would love to have, doing things that I love to do. And I got a boost of confidence. So I took my camera again and start to record. My fellow friends, what is your dream? What made you stop living your dreams? Is it people or situation? Remember this, many times what truly stops you, it's not people or situation, but it's your own thoughts. Just like Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you cannot, you're right. So if you want to change your thoughts, go and observe kids. Can be your daughters, sons, nephew, nieces, or your neighbors. Play in their imaginative world and be imaginative yourself. Oh, by the way, my channel right now got more than 13,000 subscribers and I got my payment from YouTube already. Glad didn't stop. So, my fellow dreamers, many times in our life, we think we need to see evidence first, and after that, we will have confidence. But the truth is quite contrary. When we have confidence, we will start to see evidence. So, this is the time to revive your imagination again. My fellow dreamer, imagine. Back to you.
All right, a round of applause for Amelia Fabriani. Yeah. Now I would like to open the virtual stage for feedback, and I see Ben. Yes, you got the first dip.
All right, cool. As I mentioned, I'm kind of like, this is a competition evaluation. So it's no holds bars, none of this nice Toastmaster evaluation stuff. All right, Amelia, you were my direct competition for the division round because I was coaching Andre and he got second place. So you beat him, and I could see why. Good job. Well done. Your speech is okay, hold up. It's relatable, right? To me as an audience member. One, I'm a teacher. Two, YouTuber also, and I got my payment from YouTube also. So that's pretty cool. Not 13,000 subscribers though. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get to the speech part. I'm not gonna nitpick everything because we don't have enough time for that. But one of the things I do like is the imagination. You kind of link it really well in different phases in the speech. And I'm just going to talk about the ending. There's 3 points where it almost sounded like you were ending. And then you use the conjunction so to kind of keep adding. And then you did it again for a third time. Your tone of your voice and your engagement into the camera suggests a call to action in a kind of like a fade out, right? You can't fade out and then bring it back in because then it's all right. We get confused as an audience. Like, should we end? Should we clap? And then last, two more things. Your Henry Ford quote, I don't think, in my personal opinion, it doesn't mesh because you didn't even mention Henry Ford, I don't think, in the beginning. I could be wrong because you brought it out of nowhere, right? If you're going to reference a really famous quote in the beginning about doing something, and then you can kind of bring it back in to kind of link everything together. I just think from my personal sense, it's just a little out of place. And then the last thing, and again, this is going to be an in-person speech, right? You're going to go to, yeah. So this is where I'm trying to visualize your body movements on a stage because you're moving front and back a lot, which won't make sense on a stage presence. So what I want you to do, because again, I wasn't at the division speech, is really pay attention to how you move. Because if you touch your hair, your eyes, you move backwards, you move forward, left, right, it all should matter about what it is you're trying to say. So be really aware and just kind of watch this recording back of your speech and see how much you moved in different directions. I know we're only in this space here, but you're going to have a lot more space. So those are going to be really, it's going to stand out a lot based on what you're trying to say. But other than that, awesome job.
Great. Thank you, Ben. Next, I would like to offer it to Mike, who already raised his hand. Take it away, Mike.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I thought the second example is very good. It shows that, you know, the nephews and can imagine, and from imagination you achieve. I think that's excellent. Just a thought on the first example about the dancing school. Somehow I find there's a disconnect between this example, the dancing school, and the objective of the speech, which is to imagine. That's something that I think Amelia might want to think about. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mike, for your feedback. Anyone else?
Me.
Yes, Pipit.
Okay. Wait, okay. So Amelia, number one is when we are a contestant, particularly in a district contest, we're somehow put under a microscope. You know, people will try to find out, you know, this, what is it called? Even though like small stumble actually counts, because these judges are responsible to compare which one's actually more perfect than the other. So please watch again your speech from this recording. I hope Natalie can share it immediately, this recording. So pay attention where you stumble. Okay, because I remember, I think at least once, right? You did stumble. And then number two is same as Ben. The stage in the district contest will be big. So I don't know whether you have planned it or not, but obviously we cannot see it here. But even during division contest, I see you were almost stationary most of the time. So you need to own the stage, means, you know, there will be people on the left side and the right side. Try to come up with a planned, charted movement somehow, right? How are you going to include the audience from each corner of the room or even the one at the back? So that one needs to be planned. And then next one is about the content. So I somehow disagree with Ben that I think the quote from Henry Ford is actually can be fit in somehow, for example, but maybe you can put it in the beginning, or I don't know. Maybe it was too sudden for Ben in a way that you never talk about him before, then suddenly come up with this and use it as a punchline almost, right? So I don't know what kind of trade-off you want to make here, because your start is actually about dreaming, right? About your dream, but then there's a good message about whether you can or you cannot. Both are correct, basically. So somehow these taglines compete with each other. So which one is the main takeaway? Now that you mentioned Henry Ford, that is actually probably my main takeaway instead of the dream part. So there's a trade-off to be made here. And I think you need to, what is it called? You need to, decide whether you want the most important message is about reach your dream, and then, or whether you can or cannot, both are correct somehow. Yeah. And then last one is about the dance. A little bit disagree with Mike, but somehow overlap is, I think it can be relevant in this case, but you have to show that, what is it called? Yeah. These obstacles that your mom cannot afford your dance school must be correlated with your obstacle in the beginning of starting your YouTube. Yeah, right. Is there any other obstacles that made you were not able to get more views in YouTube? Or is it just about time then? Because eventually you were able to grab the attention of the people. What did you do differently that earlier you could not grab that much attention from the audience, but now after you try again, suddenly you got 13,000, or maybe it wasn't sudden. It was a process of getting to 13,000. What did you do differently at the start of the YouTubing career and then now? There's got to be a difference, right? and then try to make a connection about that to your dancing experience that you got somehow told no about it. And then being told no about dancing school, in my opinion, also it was very predictable, right? So you just tell the audience that you got rejected immediately, I think, rather than placing her hand on my shoulder and said, we cannot. We knew what she was gonna say, basically. I can already predict, oh yeah, she's gonna say she cannot afford it, and then Amelia, little Amelia, we got her heart crushed by it, right? So you did not need to build what is it called? The tension towards what she was gonna say, because we knew what she was going to say. So remove the part about placing her hand in front of me. Just say that, sorry, kid, we cannot afford it. And then dramatize your response because you were a little kid, right? Or something, or whatever. Yeah. Although you're obviously an adult now, but you were talking about your little kids. I mean, you were as a kid responding to such news. So I hope it's not too much. And also, yes, I agree with Akri. Insert more jokes, even though the one the United States of America was a joke. But again, it was also very predictable, right? So find a different angle so then you can insert more than one jokes in your speech. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Pepe, Turo feedback. Anyone else want to give feedback? Thank you, Intan, Desi, who already left, and also Apri, who has written the feedback in the chat. Anyone
Can I-
else? Yes, Rendra, go
Can I?
ahead. Sure. After Rendra is
Hello. Yes. Okay, hello, Amelia. Finally, I see you again. Thank you, sister, for being here in our beloved club. Do apology if I cannot attend your club as often as I imagine. Now, I would like to be humble to you in my humble opinions. Attending a lot of contests, I would like to mention 3 things, ingredients to be memorized by the audience. You have a chance to be a champion for sure. Yet, the 3 that I would like to emphasize on the content, I believe you have a resource enough because you are long-live teachers. What I would like to say to you is, somehow in your content, choose something that is number 1, the funniest experience, just a sentence or a little story, the funniest, of course, related to your speech, the overall speech, the funniest thing. And second, what is the most sadness things? I think it's when you ask your mother about the curse dance, something like that, and you just dramatize this, as mentioned by Pipit. It was great. And then the last is the happiest of experience that you have. Well, in both happiest and funniest, you can make it in a form of joke. See, so it's like hamburger. You put the most sadness in the between, and the happiest or the funniest can be number 1 or number 3, and those can be in form of jokes. Only 2 jokes is enough because it is not humorous contest. I think not that too many is okay. I think that's all, Amelia. That's mostly the 3 things that audience will remember: the funniest, the happiest, the most sadness one. Thank you, Amelia. Good luck,
Thanks,
sis.
Rendra. Thanks, Rendra. Let's go to Yvonne.
Thank you, Amelia. Very amazing speech. The only things I want to share, I couldn't see clear your eye expression because your forehead, the hair, it seems almost too long. Quickly cover the eyes. I couldn't see clear. This is my suggestion. Maybe you can have your hair cut a little. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Yvonne, for pointing out different angle. Of course, appearance matters in a contest too. Anyone else want to give feedback before I wrap it up?
I'm gonna ask something first. Sorry, Amelia. How much do you get paid for YouTube? Because that could be a source of joke. Because I remember Ben had a joke about this. Yeah. So like I got paid by YouTube $1 though. I remember that Ben had that joke, right? So you've got to build the expectation, yes, but only $1. So if it's not much or something, then it could be a source of joke. And also you said you have 13,000, right? Jen, I got 13,000 subscribers or something, so make it sound like whoop whoop or something. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities for jokes there.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Vipit. Anyone else want to give something or all good? Let me add my 5 cents for Amelia. Some of you talk about humor. Let me show you how you can apply humor, okay? During the President of the United States, the dialogue was pretty long. So at the third time, Miss, I want to be the president of the United States. That's it. So it cut the time, it goes directly to the point, and the humor will give better kick when it's short and then, a little bit unexpected. Next, what are other things that you said, like the milk and donut for your nephew Olivier? I don't feel like it's effective. We can find something else and put it there. Maybe the cocoa melon thingy can be explored a little bit. Or I also remember other things. I think some of the other members have already mentioned it, but when I see your script, I can point it out better. One thing that I wanted to invite you to think is that your message, how do you define it in like one sentence, in less than 10 words? What I got was confidence before evidence. If that is your message, then in the beginning, you can use the angle of evidence before confidence. And then at the end, you flip it away. After your before your YouTube channel doing well, you say confidence before evidence. So maybe this is one angle that you can take on, but then you can always think about different angle or different way you want to approach it. After all, this is your speech. You decide what message that you wanted to share. And certain things that I felt can be improved is you ask quite a lot of questions. I know that you wanted to engage the audience, but I believe that, have you ever been in that situation? Occurred 2 or 3 times throughout the speech. So it became repetitive. We can find a better transition. All in all, I will help you personally after this, so don't worry. I hope you get some feedback, insightful feedback from here, and then you can start thinking how to improve your speech and streamline some parts that you still are unsure as of now. That's all. Any comments from you, Amelia?
Thank you so much. Definitely got a lot of feedback, which I when after I've listened from all of you, it really makes sense. So definitely we'll work on the script again and practicing again. Stage definitely thinks that think about it a lot, because I know that I will deliver in on-site stage, but the practicing will be most of the time will be online. So that will be the thing that I need to visualize more probably later on prior going to the real stage. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Amelia. Last round of applause for our third speaker. Thank you, thank you. I would like to ask our timer, Intan, to kindly just write down in the chat box the timer for all of our speakers. And I would like to invite onto the virtual stage our table topic master, Toastmaster Marendra Dika, who is very excited in bringing this theme, hope or hype, into fruition and invite you on to engage. So please welcome Toastmaster Marendra Dika.
Thank you, Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the session that I love the most. Well, because it is easy to digest and easy to express. Yes, it takes a little time to each of you giving your impromptu speech. as per mentioned earlier, in a Toastmaster world, table topic session is sessions when you can answer questions made by me in a 1 or up to 2 minutes. More than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will mostly disqualified because the rules mentioning 2 minutes and 30 seconds is the maximum. So yes, I already prepared questions to each of you. However, I would like to give these questions to those who has no rules of today. Pri, I think you can turn on your video, bro. Can you? Okay, cool.
Okay, can you
This is the first
share my screen? Share my voice?
Yeah, it's very clear, bro. You will be the first person who will be responding my questions. The questions is, what role does hope play in inspiring individuals to pursue their dreams and aspirations? What role does hope play in inspiring individuals to pursue their dreams and aspirations? If
Can you
you
put
wonder what's the questions, the question
put
is on
the
the chat box.
yeah, you can put the chat box.
1 to 2 minutes, bro. Time is yours.
Discipline is a freedom. I really like that quote because it can make me feel inspired to do something. Because if you want to pursue or dream, and if you want to give, discipline is one of the key component. For example, I remember when I tried to learn how to become a graphic designer, I need to practice it almost every day. And when it's in the beginning, it's really hard to do that because I need to learn how the tool work and how the design work. But if I want to try to be better, I need to do it over and over again and to be disciplined. And because if I not disciplined and just want to learn it, and I not will be a bad at doing the things I like doing. Yeah, I think rule discipline is one of the key component for me to be with a lot of things and yeah, it one of the component that can you achieve all of us if you want to become a better at something, not you want to become better at speaking, you need to try it, and you want to become better at a topic, you need to be disciplined to learn it and doing it. Although you don't have any preparation on it, you just go and go. And yeah, discipline is freedom is one of the rule for me if I want to inspire to accomplish anything in my life. I think that's all for me. To Double Topic Master, Toastmaster Marindra.
Sure. Thank you, bro Apri. Thank you, bro Apri. And now the second question goes to Nancy. Hello there. It's nice to meet you in person, Nancy. Would like to see you in the real hand.
Nice to meet you too,
Welcome
Edwin.
home. Welcome home to the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. Because you already know how Apri respond the table topic sessions, the first questions, I will giving you the second questions. The second question is, how do leaders effectively inspire hope among their followers or constituents? How do leaders effectively inspire hope among their followers or constituents? 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. When I heard this question about leadership, it brings me back to my experience last December. Last year, I was trusted to lead a team in my campus for a social project. And at that time, it was kind of difficult for me because I met with the person that I've never met them before. And at that time, I find it was difficult to be a leader because my team at that time, one another, they are not it's like match which it they are not like matching with each other. So I was super confused. Um, but then I tried to find a solution. How could I bring these people with different opinion, bring them together in one? Because if not, then our project will not run well. And at that time, the like we had like a lecture that will control our project. So how do I encourage my team is that I stated that this is a social project that we have to do. We do it not only for our grade, but we do it for the society. We do it because we want to make a difference and bring something good to the society. And I think what I will give to my followers is that to give them feeling that I think like to put myself into their situation and to encourage them to do the mission. And I think I have to put like one goals that we will reach together. When we have that goal, it means like we have one way to go and we will go together. And I think that is how I manage my team or my followers. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. Well, it
Thank
sounds that you are already advanced speaker, Nancy. I'm too humble giving you my opinions. You are great responding to questions. Now the third question goes to Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne. Are you there?
Hi, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Yes, you have the third questions. So the question is, in what ways does hope to contribute to the resilience and perseverance in the face of the challenge? In what ways does hope contribute to resilience and perseverance in the face of challenge?
Mm,
Well, this is the questions. If you would like to know, it's on
yeah,
the chat box.
yeah, the way. I think thank you for these topics. I think for how to perseverance, resilience, and even in the daily life, I just try to keep my principle. For example, in my volunteer job, I very often I encounter the situation and how to keep my goal, how to keep a good resilience. If I encounter the situation like for the people or the things have some trouble, I always just keep my mind calm down and I reflect to myself. If I have different angle, the thought different with the other person, or if I really have some affliction arising on my mind, if I have these two situations, then I give myself a reflection, and eventually I realize I can see clear what is happened. So for me, I always push myself, always have the joyous perseverance to see the situation, and eventually it helped me to resolve the situation. I think this is my answer. It's also my way. Thank you. Back to the table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Well, I text to Praful, can you turn on the video, bro? And then Praful respond, okay, please don't include me. For the TT, man, I'm the person in charge, bro. I invite you now.
I came here to relax, and you got me worked up again now.
Okay, this is the question. It's very easy to you, Praful. How does balance between hope and hype impact societal attitude towards progress and innovation? How does the balance between hope and hype impact societal attitudes towards progress and innovation? The question is on the chat box. 1 to 2 minutes. Time is your Praful.
It was 1953, and a group of scientists were figuring out how they are going to get across data from one side of the planet to the other. And the fastest way they could think of was light. The only problem they had was light doesn't listen to anybody. Light always follows a straight path. And you need light to bend and to pass through tubes to reach from one side of the planet to the other. But Narendra Kapani, who was the Indian scientist sitting in Britain, he had some other ideas. He said, the way to address the most powerful force on earth, light, is not by brute innovation, but by coaxing, cajoling, nudging, and pampering. So what he used was a theory called the total internal reflection. And he said, if I ask light to bend 1 degree at a time, and 1,000,000 times 1 degree at a time, it doesn't seem so daunting. And what he achieved was eventually the optical fibers. Today, we are having this meeting because of Narendra Kapani, not because he chose to use brute force and hype, but he used hope and a nudge to the most powerful thing on earth, light. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Yeah! You responded very good, Praful. Glad to be here with us. Okay, now the last questions goes to Mike Lim. Hey there, Mike Lim, can you turn on your video? If you can. Or at least you can respond clearly with your voice. Are you there, Mike
Hello.
Lim?
Yeah, sorry, my camera's not working, but I can hear you.
Okay. Is it okay that you respond the questions from me
Oh yeah, that'd be all
for a
right.
couple
Thank you.
topic?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. The questions to you, Mike Lim, is how can communities foster a culture of hope while mitigating the potential negative effect of hype or unrealistic expectations? How can communities foster a culture of hope while mitigating the potential negative effects of hype or unrealistic expectation? 1 to 2 minutes, and the question is on the chat box.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master. As the saying goes, hope, dream, and destiny. If there's no hope, there will not be a dream. And there's no dream, there'll be no destiny. In terms of a community, it is important that we have that shared hope, the common dream, and the ultimate destiny. So how could we get a community to share that? I think goes back to communication. We make it clear to everyone as to what our destiny is, how the hope is, and what do we dream for. Once we understand, once we cascade that message down, that everyone in a community understand and also take that into their heart, and that's the way that we can go forward. I think the key question is, do we, and for us, for example, in Toastmasters Club, really cascade that message down, whatever it is, which is relevant to our club, to our community, and to the world at large. If we can get the communication right and get the community to own it, we're well on the way to success. Thank you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, apparently we are now at the end of the table topic session. I would like to ask Timer, are those table topic speaker qualified in terms of time
Yes.
we're using by them?
Yeah, I will write the time in the chat box, and all of them are eligible to be voted.
Okay. Thank you very much, those 5 participants, Apri, Nancy, Yvonne, Bravo, and Mike. And by doing so, I would like to give the control back to one of the most amazing Toastmaster in all the realm of multiverses. Tom, Natalie, time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rendra. I will call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Dini, to lead the evaluation session.
All right, thank you so much, DTM Natalie. Now, I think before we get into the evaluation session, it's natural for us to vote for the table topic speakers. Since everyone is eligible. Okay, don't forget to cast your vote.
And for all the co-hosts, you can send private message to me. Thank you.
Okay, while waiting for the co-host, give the vote to Natalie. I think we can just proceed to the evaluation session. Let me start with the counter first. So can we invite Toastmaster Astrid?
Yeah, thank you, GE. And I will give my report on evaluating the filler words. Oh, let me share the screen. Can you see my screen? Actually, there's a very great meeting, and I think everyone do a very good job. And there's only a little filler word that we made today that we see in our in my screen. Dini, our GE, said total 5 filler words with the detail you can see on my tables, and also Toastmaster PP want, and also Apri want, Nancy the total 6, and the others didn't make any filler words. And I think that's a great things. And even though you still make some of the filler words, that's a good sign that you made something and you can improve from that. Thank you so much. That's all my report. Back to you, GE.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Astrid, for giving your report on counting. Now, it's time for us to get into the grammarian session to give us some insights on the language usage. Take it over to DTM Pipit.
Thank you so much for the time, and this is my grammar report. Now, I'm very finicky about pronunciation of D, right? And I put together all the words that is supposed to be pronounced B, but unfortunately, in Indonesia here at least, we know that there's no difference between V and F. So that's why we kind of pronounce them the same. So it's supposed to be different. For example, this is invite, not invite. But to make it fun, let's just unmute, right? And then everyone can say together. Invite.
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 So be careful with visible and visible because these two things are actually different. If you say F
Visible and
with soft F, visible, that means it's possible to be done, basically visible. But visible means you are, able to be seen. So visible.
Visible.
What the
Visible.
difference it?
The
Visible.
visible means it's something that is possible to be done. So this proposal
Yeah, I know.
is visible. The
How
plan.
to spell it? I mean, how to read
how
it?
to pronounce?
Yeah.
Well, the V is thick. V, so visible. V.
Visible.
Yeah.
And then?
So your lower lips must touch your teeth.
Visible.
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 V.
I have visible. Visible.
Visible. Visible.
I just realized it's
Anyway,
almost the same.
all right.
Oh my God.
Version.
Version.
However.
Ever.
Advocacy.
Wait, did you say, how did you pronounce however?
However.
However?
Yeah.
However, bro, it is
However.
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 Okay, advocacy.
The R
Private.
sound is actually
British.
private.
Private. Yeah. Video.
Private or private?
Private. The.
Private.
Yeah. Video.
Video is easy.
Video.
Okay. Video.
View.
View.
Evidence.
Evidence.
Visualize.
Visualize.
Virtual.
Visualize. Virtual.
Very.
Very.
Okay. Next one is stress. So the stress is not really talked about in Indonesia, but actually it can sound a little bit off if we put the stress in the wrong syllable. So I heard someone say professor, supposed to be professor.
Professor.
Not professor. Yeah. It's not conclusion, but conclusion.
Conclusion.
Come true is come true.
Come true.
So it's not YouTuber, but YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
YouTuber.
It's not comment, but wait. All right. It's comment, not comment. Comment. Yes. Someone said earlier comment. Anyway, so I hope it works.
Comment.
And then campus, not campus.
Campus.
Resilience.
Resilience.
Perseverance.
Oh my God, it's very hard.
It's your question, bro.
Yeah, but
and then roles is not rules.
perseverance. Rules.
Voice. Both. Okay. I heard someone said to improvise your work supposed to be to improve your work. And I heard someone say jittery. Jittery is also nervous, but nervous that usually manifests in physical movement. So it's you drink a lot of coffee and you become jittery, like moving back and forth here and there. That would be jittery. Yes. So it's not nervous in general.
Jittery.
Yeah. Stop acting like a kid, supposed to be without S, yeah. I took my camera again and start to record, supposed to be? Started to record, yeah. I have blah, blah, blah subscriber. I heard it was a lot, so supposed to be subscribers. If you want to be memorized by the audience, I think what you meant was if you want to be memorable to the audience. The most saddest thing is superlative, superlative, supposed to be the saddest thing. We got it. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you so much to everyone. It makes me inspired to do something inspired. My teams, one another, not match. My teams did not get along with each other. We do we do it not only for our grade. We do it not only for our own sake. The question is on the chat box, supposed to be in the chat box. We are now at the ends of the table topic session, at the end without S. Notable use of language. Whether you think you can or cannot, you're right. By Henry Ford, and bring this theme into fruition. Also said by our Tom. Okay, thank you. That's all from my grammarian report.
All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you for a very comprehensive evaluation from our grammarian. And now I think it's my time to give my general evaluation to everyone here. Wait a minute. Give me time. Yeah. I will share my screen here. Okay. All right. So this is the evaluation, overall evaluation for today's meeting. Let me start with the shining moments that I love, that I enjoy from today's meeting. First, it's a positive and safe environment for everyone. I just love this kind of action from Bhinneka Toastmasters members. You provide a very safe environment for those who speak in the room. That's great. And then the meeting is organized from a week before until today. Although we don't have the agenda for today, but we know what exactly we are going to do, since Natalie shared the role-taking list in the chat box. Thank you so much. And then I just love the fiery round robin evaluation. Wow, everyone was so on fire. Thank you for giving us like spices throughout the meeting. And then now let me start with the role takers. So Tom, I just love how Natalie led the meeting seamlessly, like from the beginning until the end, how she tried to, organize everything. And then in last minute, she private chat me, Odin, blah, 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 blah. So she just led the meeting seamlessly without a glitch. So kudos to you. And also I love how she moderated the round robin evaluation because it looked professional. You're very assertive in leading the session, because it is not easy to be a moderator on how to lead people to be structured and organized and then timely during a session. And then recommendation, sorry, yeah, I copied that, but actually nothing from me. Keep up the good work. I just love how you become the Tom today. Next, we have the ad counter. I love Toastmaster Astri's brief introduction and also detailed report. What I can suggest to you as the recommendations, you can also try to summarize the most spoken fillers. So make it more entertaining. I know that ad counter is another evaluator, okay? So, but I think we can also make it more interesting, make it as an entertaining or interesting performance in this in Toastmasters meeting. So you can try to summarize the most spoken fillers, for example. So the most spoken fillers lexically, lexical fillers is, you can give the list. So make it more interesting. And then also, I was expecting you also to share tips on how to avoid fillers. Some of us are seasoned members, but probably for others, it is not easy to keep our speeches clean without fillers, right? Probably there are sometimes we have a glitch and then we don't know what to say, we have the speakers block there. So you can also share the tips on how to avoid fillers. Maybe you can put it in the introduction or after you give the report. Next. Okay. I love your comprehensive introduction. Not only you mentioned about the timing, and then you also at the same time you also provide the relevant background to it. That's great for timer. And then my recommendation is to use the raise hand feature, just in case our Zoom master was kept up with technical things. You can be visible in front of the speaker's vision, by using the raise hand feature, because when you use raise hand feature, you will be visible at on the left top of the screen. Okay, I think this is like very useful feature of Zoom, just in case the Zoom master is kept up with the technical teams. And then I noticed that you were only given chance to speak to conclude whether the speakers are eligible or not after the table topic. So I hope that even though you have already given your report in the chat box, you can also speak, because this is also your chance to practice your speaking. Next, we have grammarian. I love the comprehensive introductions, very detailed, as well as your detailed and comprehensive evaluation. And I love how you also appreciate those who use the excellent English usage. Just only recommendation, probably you can display the word of the day. Either you use the share screen like this, or you can put it in the chat box, so that everyone can also be reminded. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is there anyone who mentioned the word of the day today?
Only Dini.
Okay, so I hope everyone can use the word of the day as frequent as possible. That's why we need the word of the day to be appeared many times in the chat box probably. Or you can also use that as your virtual screen. Okay. Next, we have the topics master. I love how you provided the questions in the chat box. This is like the alternative of using the share screen, and then you also provided profound choice of questions. I love that. I love all the questions. Great job. My only recommendation to you is to provide relevant responses after each of the speaker. So relate to them first before you directly move to the next speaker, because this is how you also show that you listen to them, and then probably you can also highlight what you like the most from their speech, so that everyone here can also get something. Oh, this is like the highlight or the core message that we can also learn from this the speaker. So please provide relevant responses. Don't be too rushed to move on to the next one. Evaluation, yes, I love the sharp and spot on evaluation. Everyone was on fire, just like what I said before. My only recommendation, be more gentle in giving evaluation. Probably everyone is excited because we have two members who would like to go for district competition, so that we are excited to give a very spot on evaluation. But remember, in every evaluation, we need to uplift their spirit as well. So I hope that everyone can be more gentle, at least from the language. So you can give sharp and spot on evaluation, as well as a gentle and uplifted feedback to them. All in all, yes, I love our meeting today. just one thing to improve, just keep up the good work, everyone. This is a very enjoyable meeting, so I have no words to say, and then I will give the control back to our Tom.
Thank you very much, our GE Toastmaster Dini Nuris. A round of applause for all of us who have been enjoying and participating actively in our meeting tonight. Last but not least, of course, this is something that everyone will enjoy. The award session, aka who is your favorite speakers of the day? As today, we only have one prepared speech speaker and one prepared speech evaluation, so both of them won by default, as both of them also within the time range. I would like to invite our club president, Toastmaster Pipit, to take the photo, and I will share screen. Bam. First is Toastmaster Desi as the best.
Tom, I'll just post as Desi.
Okay. Yeah, you can pin yourself and take a picture of yourself.
Go ahead. Wait, how? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Got it.
You got it? Awesome. Next up is Mr. Whitaker as the best evaluator.
Can you highlight him, please?
Wait. Spotlight, Benjamin.
Okay. 1, 2. Got it.
Got it. Now, the real competition, the best table topic speakers. It's a very tight competition, but the winner is distinguished Toastmaster Mike Lim.
Can we actually I cannot highlight Mike because he doesn't have video. So Mike, what do we do, Mike?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My camera is still not working. My apologies.
Natalie again. We'll use your
Just
photo
put a hat
from-
emoji. Put a hat emoji.
Oh, heart emoji. Okay.
Thank
Well, we
you.
have photo of Mike from several months ago. So we'll just put that in. Okay,
Thank
got
you.
it. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations. And back to you, club president, for a closing remark.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Today is supposed to be our meeting is supposed to be the first and third week of the month, right? But then because of Lebaran, then we did it on the first and fourth week of the month. Meaning next week we're gonna have a meeting again. So please be reminded that although it's usually every 2 weeks, but this time it's going to be different. Next week we're gonna have a meeting again. So if you plan to deliver your speech or plan to take a certain role or something, please let us know in advance because it's coming really fast. 1 week will fly by like in a flash. Okay, so that's it. Now, Nancy is also our new member. So everyone, can you please congratulate her and welcome her to the house? And this is crazy because Nancy signed up without even, I don't know, has she been a guest before? Nancy, were you a guest before here?
Yes, but it was like last year.
Long time ago, yes. It was crazy. Like she came here last year and then once in a blue moon suddenly contacted Sani to be a member. So this is incredible. So thank you so much for giving us a chance. I hope you find what you're looking for in Bhinneka and we'll try our best to help you. Okay?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Let's
Alright,
say something, please.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Nancy. Say something.
Actually, I saw the link that I got from email. So I attended this meeting. It was like on July last year. I cannot imagine it's been almost a year. But I have been I have been wanting to be a part of Toastmasters since last year. So I'm still a student, so I'm also do saving, and then I think I can make up this month. I think like this time, that's why I decided to join Toastmaster because I also want to improve my communication and my English speaking skills as well. And I think Bhinneka Online Toastmaster will be the perfect place for me.
Yes, we hope we live up to your expectation. And you live in Yogyakarta,
You
right?
mentioned perfect, man.
Yes, I live in Jogja.
Yeah, Intan is also from Yogyakarta. She lives there. So you guys can meet up.
Which
Yeah.
part of Jogja?
Which part of Jogja? It's very Jogja.
Southern or northern?
Where do you live? Let's see.
I stay in Gamping, Sleman.
Okay,
Okay.
Sleman. All right. Thank you so much for giving us a chance. And then it's already 8 p.m. So I think to be consistent with our agenda, we need to end the meeting right away. But thank you so much again. And then see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. See you next week.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good